The birth of Josie Duggar, Jim Bob, and Michelle Duggar's 19th child, was broadcast live to viewers of the Duggar family reality show. Josie had passed away, according to a report that went viral online a while back. Due to the tale's popularity, a reputable source offered commentary on the assertions, highlighting certain issues with the story. The Arkansas Duggar family was introduced to viewers of reality shows including Counting Through, 19 Kids, and Counting On. Through it, fans got to meet Michelle, Jim Bob, and all 19 of the Duggar children. Josie, the couple's 20th child, led to a change in the name of their TLC show. The introduction of the 4th season of 19 Kids and Counting included her 2009 C-section birth. Josie died of cancer in October 2025, according to a recent internet hoax that went viral. This Facebook post claims that Josie passed away at the age of 16. Some versions of the story even included pictures of the small Duggar acting as a memorial. Because of the story's popularity, Snopes, a website that works to confirm information and debunk online scams, took note. The website took up some of the story's issues. The website noted that Josie's cancer had not been mentioned online prior to the story's viral success. According to yet another Google search, no credible reports indicate that she has died, the statement claimed. As late as October 13, Josie was also spotted in pictures and videos that her older siblings uploaded. In a recent Instagram video, for example, every Duggar sister, aside from Johannah, was included. Johanna Forsyth wrote, "Back together again, well, almost," as the caption. "Although we are happy to have our sister-in-law Kendra here, Johannah is missed." Later, Jinger Vuolo stated that she and her mother were in Texas for Share the Arrows, a Christian women's gathering. Snopes concluded by pointing out that any news about Josie would probably come from the family itself. Given the size of her fan following and the number of people who are familiar with her from her TV appearances, the matter would undoubtedly be covered by prominent news websites. The website ultimately deemed the widely shared article to be false. In the realm of reality TV, becoming famous frequently entails a unique set of difficulties. The Duggar family has long been the subject of public scrutiny, primarily due to their appearance on the popular TLC series 19 Kids and Counting. But one of the more unsettling incidents that surfaced recently concerned Josie Duggar, the family's youngest child. In a startling turn of events, Josie was the victim of a startling death hoax that not only shocked her family but also sparked grave worries about the negative aspects of social media and celebrity culture. The hoax starts. The situation started when a number of rumors and social media posts incorrectly stated that Josie Duggar had died. Fake news articles, tribute posts, and even purported words from the Duggar family flooded timelines and news feeds as the hoax swiftly spread across many platforms. Fans of the Duggar family, many of whom had followed Josie's life from her premature birth in December 1996, were surprised by the abrupt and heartbreaking circumstance. Josie Duggar weighed just 1 pound 6 ounces when she was born, at 25 weeks. She had numerous medical issues in her early years and was admitted to the neonatal intensive care unit NICU for several months before being allowed to return home with her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Despite the severe health hazards she encountered as a baby, Josie developed into a strong, resilient young woman who was praised for her lively personality and close family ties. Her followers followed her as she grew into adulthood and navigated adolescence, attending family gatherings and making appearances on the family spin-off show Counting On. The effects of the fraud. The fraud had an immediate and serious effect on Josie and her family. Known for their close-knit ties and strong religious beliefs, the Duggar family had to face the consequences of these untrue claims right away. It makes sense that fans who had watched Josie grow up on TV and the internet were upset. Many wondered how such a fake could have gained such rapid traction, and others even grew perplexed, wondering whether the claims were true. Witnessing her own death being publicized online surely took a toll on Josie's emotions. Deception had a profound effect on her family, particularly her parents, who had already endured a great deal due to Josie's health issues as a baby, in addition to having a psychological influence on her. After a false rumor produced widespread dread and despair, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar had to cope with the painful reality of dealing with the aftermath. They had to publicly clarify that Josie was still alive and advise followers to exercise caution when consuming material on the internet. Misinformation spreading on social media is not a recent development. For many years, the proliferation of sensationalized tales and fake news has been a serious issue. In Josie's case, though, the prank became personal and resonated with many of her fans. The scenario got extremely emotional because fans who had seen her struggle for her life in her early years were particularly susceptible to such a notion. Social media's part in the hoax. The incident highlights the strength and influence of social media, which is a bigger problem in the digital age. Rumors have the ability to spread more quickly than ever before with a few clicks, reaching thousands or even millions of individuals in a few hours. A few untrue statements made about Josie Duggar on social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter caused a viral sensation that was nearly hard to control. The ease with which false information might spread is among this incident's most alarming features. Social media makes it possible for individuals to remain in touch and share information fast, but it also makes it possible for lies to proliferate just as quickly. In Josie's case, the death fake not only tarnished her reputation but also contributed to the spread of false information, leaving her supporters perplexed and upset. The news shocked the online community that had been following Josie's life for years, only to discover later that it was all a lie. Users and the platforms themselves are equally accountable for making sure the information published on social media is accurate. By putting in place fact-checking tools and identifying potentially misleading content, social media behemoths like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter have attempted to counteract false news in recent years. However, in order to stop such hoaxes from starting in the first place, this instance emphasizes the necessity of stricter control and accountability. How Josie Duggar reacted. Josie Duggar responded to the scam by addressing the confusion on her personal social media accounts. She described the terrible effects the allegations had on her and her family in a post that was both sincere and calm. She thanked her loyal supporters for their unwavering support during this time and stressed the need to exercise caution when ingesting news from untrustworthy sources. Josie made it apparent in her statement that she was resolved to go on and not let the hoax to define her, even though it had taken a toll on her emotionally. She used the occasion to remind her audience how crucial it is to verify information before accepting or disseminating it. Her message of grace and resiliency gave many who had been shaken by the erroneous information a sense of peace. Josie found the death hoax to be quite upsetting, but it also made her realize how powerful her platform is. She took use of the occasion to raise awareness of the risks associated with internet rumors and to encourage people to be more cautious when consuming information from social media. The repercussions and takeaways. In the era of social media, the fallout from Josie Duggar's death fake served as a sobering reminder of the negative aspects of celebrity. Even though Josie and her family were able to resolve the issue in the end, the mental damage caused by the deception will probably last for a while. The incident also emphasizes how people, especially those in the spotlight, should exercise greater caution when sharing information online and interacting with the media. It also acts as a request for social media companies to be held more accountable. Stronger mechanisms for spotting and fighting false information may stop hoaxes from spreading in the future. Because of Josie's early hardships and the emotional attachment her admirers had to her narrative, the deception was especially hurtful in her instance. Going forward, it is imperative that all users exercise caution when sharing information and inquire about the sources of sensationalized news. The resilience of a family during adversity. Notwithstanding their struggles, the Duggar family continues to stand as a testament to fortitude and solidarity. From Josie's early health issues to the most recent death hoax, their resilience in the face of adversity is evidence of their unshakable faith and dedication to one another. They showed the world that they would not be defined by the lies of others by responding to the prank with poise under duress. Although the death hoax was an agonizing experience, it also demonstrated the need of support networks, including those from fans and relatives. The tale of Josie Duggar is one of perseverance, not only in terms of her physical well-being, but also in her capacity to overcome hardship. Although the fraud may have briefly confused things, it also strengthened the Duggar family's relationship, demonstrating how strong it is. Josie Duggar's experience with the death hoax ultimately serves as a lesson of how social media may influence public opinion, both positively and negatively. It serves as a warning to everyone who uses the internet, asking us to exercise caution before accepting or disseminating potentially harmful material. But for Josie, it was a chance to demonstrate that she is more than just a well-known figure in the public eye, that she is a young lady whose voice will not be muffled by gossip or lies. Josie Duggar continues to be a symbol of perseverance in the face of hardship, demonstrating that she will succeed despite any obstacles, even when the dust settles and life resumes as usual.